So let me just make it very clear. Transit-oriented development, I wholeheartedly support. I think I mentioned that in the last meeting. And I feel that what is contained in here are elements of that: office, multifamily, senior. However, I don't feel that the current proposal captures that all into one application. And so therefore, I don't see this as the vision of transit-oriented development that I necessarily see along the corridor. Now, certainly for land use, which is our primary responsibility, there has been strong arguments made for the need of Class A office space. Not only what has been presented to us with this specific hearing, but also we just commissioned an economic study that happened to be particularly for the North 40, but that study showed that there is a demand that can be absorbed by Los Gatos by a certain amount of Class A office space. 550,000 square feet was something that could be easily absorbed by this study. And I've heard by testimony tonight and also shared with as written. So if I'm looking strictly at land use of this particular site and deciding what's the best land use, and I believe it's office use, and I see that there is a strong demand, whether it's a non-binding letter of intent or it's just anecdotal, then I feel that the best use for that parcel is square footage of primary office space. And so that being said, I don't see the need to muddle the waters with potential triggers for residential use should this not happen. Because in a way, one argument is conflicting with the other. Either you're saying this is great for office use, but then if you start saying, but I'm not so sure, let me build this, let me build that, then that dilutes the argument. And I do feel that there's a strong need for office use. And I just want to simplify this. I want to make it very clear, this is the use that I support, and I will not be supporting senior housing or multifamily on this. So. Now, in terms of height, 35 is our standard. That's the policy we've been working with. Certainly there are exceptions. 55 feet has been approved for the other Netflix site. And frankly, you know, I like it. I like the way it looks. And I feel that if you provide a visual, whether story poles has been our norm, but I believe when that was built, other means were done. I think balloons were done in the past. I wasn't on board then. But to me, to jump from 35, which is our standard practice, to 85 without any visual for the community or for those that are living adjacent to it is just inappropriate, because that is a significant jump. And I understand there's visuals that have been provided in our staff report, but when you're saying that these buildings are going to be taller than the trees there, I just feel it would be a detriment to the surrounding neighborhood if we don't give them an opportunity to live with it for a week, 2 weeks, considering they're going to be living with it for the next 20 years. So I would not be supportive of anything beyond 55 feet. Until there could have been an argument. I could have been swayed if something had been placed and I could have seen it and it could have been softened with the setbacks. I certainly think architecturally something could have been done, but I think it'd be irresponsible on my part to approve something without actually seeing something. And then, let's see, in terms of setbacks, I think should this move forward to council and get approved, I think the setbacks, if they